Hi there, Andrew Bell with you, and here we go into what is always the fast second half of the year. Another financial year behind us, and spring is well and truly in our sights now. I had some very interesting research out that surprised everyone, but before I cover that, I thought I'd just update you on two other important areas for the Gold Coast. As most would now know, it's only 9 months till the opening ceremony of the 2018 Commonwealth Games. The excitement just keeps building month on month, and I was very pleased to be part of a panel recently focusing on all of the benefits that will be derived for the Gold Coast community and especially the economy. This does mean a lot of forward planning for most businesses to capitalise in their space of operation and to ensure that some of the challenges around road transport and so on do not impede. The reality is that whatever those challenges are over the 2 weeks, most businesses are already receiving significant benefits from the boost in our economy that came from these games, and will derive significant other benefits in the period after the games conclude. There was always speculations about how the Gold Coast city was going to embrace these games. Skeptics always exist, and with a lack of facts, basically. So I was thrilled to see that over 1.2 million tickets were bid for at the close of the first phase of the ticket sales. This response was well and above expectations. It was a real clear evidence of the great enthusiasm that our city is building towards this biggest sporting event in our city's history. There will be billions of dollars in benefits flowing not only now, but for years and years to come. Infrastructure is always a really important stimulant for any economy. We've had some big investments in recent years in areas such as our new hospital, stage 1 of the light rail, and now of course stage 2. A somewhat controversial one was the concept of a cruise terminal. Now Mayor Tom Tate went to the last council election with a very clear position that he would push for a cruise terminal based here on the Gold Coast, and stated that if he was re-elected, it was a mandate to proceed. Well, indeed, he was re-elected, and he continues with that ambition. The recent council meeting had a vote, 10-4, in favour of putting forward a business case to take to the state government for a cruise terminal. The plan forecasts 65 ships visiting in the first year of operation and building through to 212 a year on a regular basis. This is certainly an important step, and it is expected to be at least 18 months before this plan is delivered to the state government. It would be another significant infrastructure boosting tourism and of course the flow on to employment and the Gold Coast economy in general. Now to that important research. The research was done by Griffith University together with the University of Queensland and the University of Sydney Business School. They analysed 2 decades of sales of Gold Coast residential properties within easy walking distance of a train station. It's no surprise they found values rose sharply across the board, and that there was a sweet spot that truly got the greatest increase in value. And that was for properties within a 100 to 400 metres of the station. These properties increased 30% more than those in the 400 metre to 800 metre distance from the station. What was the biggest surprise was that the significant boost in values spiked in the early planning stages of the light rail. Not where most people would have thought, and that's once the project was under construction or built and up and running. This suggests that the jump in values have already occurred on the shoulders of stage 2 that's under construction at present. But it also says that stage 3, being the route from Broadbeach to Burleigh Heads, will have seen property values jump already in the knowledge that stage 3 is coming. Valuers need to keep aware of this because they may find it difficult to understand why people are paying significantly more for properties along the shoulder of stage 3 right now. This research certainly shows the significant impact that transport routes, whether they're vehicular, rail or bus, have on property values. Well, that's it in terms of that report. Once again, I don't want you to forget our upcoming ball. It's only 8 weeks away and we're already down to our last 20 tables. It's always a buzz and people just love coming along, and this year a great act with a sneaky sound system, one of the most highly regarded acts you will have seen. So come along, enjoy a positive night with your fellow Gold Coasters and have a lot of fun. Details about the ball are on screen now. Well, that's it for this fortnight. See you in a couple of weeks' time.